Hello everybody, so to kick off the new year, I've got a name change. I am no longer the Heart Detective, I am now Riken Books. And so I also thought, real name change, name's not Oswin. I know none of you probably believe that. So hi, my name's Tara, I'm from Riken Books, and thank you for 50 subscribers by the way. Just reached that like yesterday? Something like that. Thank you guys so much. Feels kind of nice knowing that people actually watch these. Okay, so anyway, so today I'm going to be doing, and I say today, it's 1:28 a.m. Anyway, I am going to be doing my top books that I've read this year because everybody else is doing it and I've not done it yet, and today is New Year's Eve, so why not? And since I have a list of 14 books, I'm not going to go into much detail about them because that would just, make this video a lot longer than it needs to be. I'm going to start off with one that you guys probably won't expect, but I did read it this year. I didn't finish it because I got distracted, but I am going to finish it even if I have to finish it in January. That'd be Murder on the Orient Express by Agatha Christie. I even made tabs in it, which is nice. I don't usually do that. Most of them are just translations because there's just random French in this, and I have to go and translate it because I'm sorry guys, I don't speak French. Looking for Alaska by John Green. I know I'm really late with this one because everybody seems to have read it except me. I read it about 3 months ago, I believe. It was a lot better than I was expecting it to be. Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children by Ransom Riggs. This book, it actually took me the entire year to read. It had some really slow bits in it, and they kind of put me in a slump sometimes, but I finished this actually like 3 days ago. And, oh, I'm sorry for that glare. Although it did take me a really long time to read, I really enjoyed it. Number 4 is Paper Towns by John Green. This was one of the first books that I finished in the year, I believe. I read it really early on. And I immediately gave it to one of my friends to read after it. It was really good. Next is a recent favorite of mine. One of my best friends gave it to me for my birthday, and I read it this month. It's kind of a funny story by Ned Vizzini. Number 6 is Curses and Smoke, a novel of Pompeii by Vicky Albier Schechter, and I was lucky enough to actually meet the author, and she signed my book. And it says, "To Tara, may life erupt with goodness for you." Get it? Erupt. No, I should Pompeii jokes. Number 7 is another book that I read early on in the year, and I did it for a read-along. We Were Liars by E. Lockhart. It's really short. Like, I've read this twice this year actually, so I definitely recommend it, and you could just go get it and fly through it really quickly. Next on the list is another one that I have not yet completed because I started it earlier this month, and I'm halfway through it, maybe a little over halfway through it, and I'm hoping to finish it today. That is Jacoby by William Ritter, and look at the gorgeous cover. Isn't it just gorgeous? I don't know why my eyes got big there. All that I'm going to say about this book is that on the inside, it has a little, comparison thing right down here somewhere. And it says Doctor Who meets Sherlock. Number 9 on the list. I keep like saying a number every other book or something. I'm sorry for my off-counting. The Program by Suzanne Young. And I really like this one. This was also one of the first books that I read this year, and it was a really fun read. Oh, my dog is snoring. Oh, it's so cute. The next book is the only biography that I've ever read and actually enjoyed. When I say enjoyed, I mean I absolutely loved this, and I flew through it. That is I Am Malala by Malala Yousafzai. Basically, this book is about Malala Yousafzai, who lived in Pakistan. She stood up for the women's education when the Taliban took over and got shot for it. And she lived. And this is basically about her and her journey through standing up for women's education rights. And basically, read it. That's all I'm going to say, read it. This next book may actually be my favorite of the year. I know it is definitely my favorite contemporary book. I just loved it so much. It's Fangirl by Rainbow Rowell. This was amazing, and I loved it. I loved it. Alright, next book. Kind of want to reread Fangirl next year. Book number, I think, 12. We're past the numbers now, I don't know. I don't got time for numbers. Next book is The Fifth Wave by Rick Yancey. And I like this book a lot more than I expected to. I did this for a partner read on Goodreads. I was paired up randomly with somebody and we both chose to read The Fifth Wave together. And I liked it a lot more than I thought I would. It was my first Alien book, and I liked it a lot. Scratch 14 books of 2014. This is going to be 15 books of 2014 because I just remembered one. Okay, so because it was on my Kindle, I can't show you the cover or anything because my Kindle's dead. And when I say dead, I mean it's it's never coming back, guys. I miss it a lot. So that'd be Obsidian by Jennifer L. Armentrout. The second to last book on this list is a book that probably everybody has read except me, and I'm just finishing it. I believe that's like the third book on this list that I haven't finished. But I'm quite close to the end. I'm like 200 pages away from the end, and this has over 900 pages, so I think 200 pages. It'll be Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix. This has been an on and off read for me because, you know, I did see the movie, so I know in the end what happens, so that put me off from, you know, reading it. But I do wish I had not seen the movie before reading it because that just spoils it a little bit. Alright, and the last book on my list is one that, well, actually, if you know me, then you probably did expect this at some point. A Study in Scarlet by Sir Arthur Conan Doyle. And A Study in Scarlet is the first Sherlock Holmes book. I read the first half of it. A Study in Scarlet was split into kind of like 2 books. So it was A Study in Scarlet, and I don't remember what the second part was called. Let me just look it up real quick. Actually, part 1 in this book is called Being a Reprint from the Reminiscence of John H. Watson, MD, late of the Army Medical Department. Then part 2 is called The Country of the Saints. I started The Country of the Saints, but I didn't finish it. I am planning to, though. But I read part 1 of Studying Scarlet, and it was just, it was magnificent. It was, we got this for Christmas, by the way. Isn't it gorgeous? It's my precious. Alright, so now it's time for the fun part. Okay, so I just put the books in a stack, and they look like they're about to topple over. I'm kind of scared to actually hold them. Alright guys, this might have been a bad idea. Can't even get them all in the shot. Alright, I think this is as good as it's gonna get, guys. Okay, so if you enjoyed watching, please leave a like and subscribe if you want more, if you haven't already. And I'll see you in my next video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Bye. Alright, gotta get this down now. I'm having such difficulties.